Hello and welcome back to DaddeeCraft. I am here in the 1990s, but isn't it nice to be stuck in a place where at least we can watch the X-Files? And speaking of places where pigs might be able to perchance fly, I was thinking that if we are going to be stuck in the 1990s, perhaps we might want to expand and stretch out a bit and get comfy in widescreen again. I was thinking a way we could do that was to build a UFO, because one of the first shows ever to go into widescreen in the 1990s was the X-Files. So I was thinking we just need to find a good place that a UFO might hover above and check out, a place that might be known for UFOs and helping maybe that place be built. But I can't place my finger on exactly where that could be that we could build it. If only we had some sort of a place like that, a place that, you know, was mystical and perhaps maybe helped built by the aliens themselves. Where can we find a pyramid? Well, I guess it's time to start climbing this up here and putting up some scaffolding. I guess we'll skip this part. Okay, sorry to deny you the pleasure of watching scaffolding being pillared up to build limit and then taken down about, I think I came down 12 steps or so, maybe 12 plus the 4 or 5 scaffolding behind me. I'm making my first circle ever, and I looked up how to make a circle online. There's a couple of dedicated websites to making circles in Minecraft. And then there are some templates just on Google Images that are up there. I played around with the dedicated websites, and I'm sorry I don't remember the names of them right now. I played around with them, and they're good. They're almost too much for what I was doing. So I just found a template and took a screenshot of it, of 16 by 16. Well, I guess it's 32 all the way across, but it's called a 16 by 16, I think. I don't remember what it's called. It's called a 32 by 32. That's what it's called, and it's 16 out from the radius. So, but it's 33 in total diameter. So, yeah. I needed something with an odd amount of sides because I wanted a center block where the main beam of light from the beacon is going to shine up into. That's why we have glass there, and I'm thinking about making the entire floor here. I was going to do it in quartz. Hey, I did this all by memory. I didn't have to look at it at all. So I'm finishing up the last side here, and it appears I've actually learned how to make a circle. I'm sure I'm going to forget this soon, but there we go. There's the full, let's take a look at it. Okay, we'll come up here. Is it a circle? Yeah, that looks like a circle to me. So there's an unexpected kind of it's kind of it's a bigger project than I thought it would be to make a one-step circle outside of this circle. Basically, tracing the circumference means that at all these odd angles you have to add another slab or another block, build off of it, and then get rid of it. So yeah, this is going to take a little while. We need to do it 3 times up, and then we get to put the wall in, and then we'll have to figure out how we want the wall to look. I know I want this UFO to have a lot more glass and a lot more observation areas, if you will, than most of the ones I've seen that are built in this style. So we're going to put, I don't know about the ceiling yet, but I know that the floor is going to be glass, so it's going to have a glass observation floor, and the sides are going to be mostly glass. And then I'm going to have to find a way to try to make the glass look reinforced like I did in the lava temple, um, just so it doesn't look like it's just floating in midair and it's magic glass, because glass usually needs some sort of, at some point, glass usually needs a reinforcement. Although, you know, they've done amazing things with aquariums, but that isn't actually glass. We're just finishing up the first quarter of the glass observation deck here. I do like the way it looks. I have plans to put something between the pyramid and the UFO here. So it makes more sense in my mind than what we can see. You do get to see the tops of the buildings, which is nice, and I do like the fact that you can't see it from ground level, so it takes some work to see the UFO, which totally makes sense to me. And we are centered over the pyramid still. The UFO has not moved while I've been building it. I do like this look. I like the white. It needs to have some color in it to kind of break it up from just, it would look weird as just regular glass. So I was trying to talk about this before, and I kept dying. I'm going to try to talk about it again without dying, but I'm not going to do a very good job talking about it because I can't remember it very well, and every time I look it up, all I get is home aquariums. But I'm thinking about, you know, when you go to the aquarium, like the big place where they have the whales and all that stuff, they have those giant fish tanks, right? And those aren't made out of glass. They're made out of acrylic or something. I don't know exactly what, but I watched, there's this, I believe he's a Japanese gentleman. I watched a documentary about him because they did one on him because he makes these fabulous windows for these giant aquariums. And he gets this glass that, well, I keep calling it glass, and I'm wrong. It's not glass. He gets this clear material, and they blend them together and fuse them together like blocks in Minecraft, and get these giant windows that hold the water back, and they're pretty thick, and it's pretty impressive. But anyway, I have a feeling if I push the button right now, we might end up in a Nintendo like red screen effect or something. I think this needs to look a little better before we push the button to try to get widescreen. What was that thing called? I don't remember. I would never have been able to afford it. My mother would have never been able to afford it either. And thankfully, because God, what a ripoff. I can't believe some of the things. Anyway, I think we have a much better button. This looks like something that would have been assembled correctly. Yeah, the ancients built this to switch into widescreen because they saw the good of widescreen. And the blessed be the, what is it, 12 by 9? I don't even know, 19 by 612? I just select the widescreen setting and I don't even think about it. To be honest with you, I don't even set the widescreen setting. I just press buttons. So let's press this one and let's get out of here. Well, not out of here, but let's at least get comfy and stretch out. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, man, I can't tell you how long I've waited to get back into widescreen and have a little bit of peace and mind. Now we can figure out what's going on and why we're stuck in 1990. I can't get the time machine to go any further than 1990, but I can take this UFO for a ride and make our enemy list a little shorter. So I'm going to come over here to the control panel and I'm going to take that ride. I think I've got that book on me too. So I will see you next time, and remember, if you can't stay kind to each other, zap them.